at the 9th chapter of St. John, and I've asked previous 2 Sundays that you would, in your quiet time, read that entire chapter. And I was in Arlington and sitting down at the table with some other pastors. There was a concern about a church dismissing somebody. And I wasn't aware of it, and they brought it to my attention, and I looked at this 9th chapter again, and we've read verses 31 through 38. But in verse 34, I want to lift up in verse 34. And they cast him out. That's all I want to read. That's all I want to read. And they cast him out.
All right.
And I want to raise a question. Can the church kick you out? Can the church kick you out? Some people will not celebrate your story. Some people just will not celebrate with you when God blesses you. Some people is not happy that you got a new car. They're not happy that you got a new house. They're not happy that you got a job or you got a position on your job. Some people just will not join you in celebrating your story. Matter of fact, if you be honest, what makes you happy, sad some folk. Amen. 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 You finally got you a man. And somebody upset. Yeah. You know, you finally got you a woman. Yeah. Hello, somebody. And somebody is upset that you got you somebody. And unfortunately, the church is guilty of trying to find fault or holes in your story in order to dismiss your story. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. If somebody come in and give up their worldly life and give their life to Christ, somebody up in here will be saying, I wonder how long they're gonna last. They will. Come on now. Trying to find fault or holes in your story in order to dismiss your story. Anybody up in here been kicked out of the church? They might not have literally kicked you out, but while you were here, they had been dismissing you.
Yeah.
All right.
They don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
Right.
They don't want to hear you sing. They don't want to hear you pray. They don't want to. They don't want to hear you preach, because they can't see your healing or your deliverance for seeing your past and trying to find the error in your change.
All right. All right.
I've shared with you before is, if Jesus don't come and I die, there's going to be a conversation at the cemetery about my past. Amen. Amen. Everybody knew that this man was born blind.
Yeah.
And they had no problem with his blindness until he received his sight. I think I just said something like that. They had no problem with his blindness. But they had problem with him seeing. Now they have a problem with him being able to see, and because he sticks to his story, the Bible said they kicked him out of the synagogue. And that's the church. That's the church. And this happens so much then and now that somebody needs to answer the question, can the church kick you out? They kicked this man out because they didn't like his story that gave God glory through Jesus Christ. Did I mention that this is over something good and not bad? We can almost understand it if it was something bad. But it's about something that is good. When Jesus is at work, he's changing lives around so that God can get the glory. When Jesus is at work and the work is being questioned by the church. Questions that started with sin being the condition that moved to how did he do it, that led back to sin. And we learned that sin ain't the problem. But nonetheless, the man was kicked out of church. Can the church kick you out? Can we make it more personal? Can St. Paul kick you out? It's happening. I was even watching about a cult, a compound, and somebody began to see the light in this religious cult and got kicked out. For the sake of the text, and even for us, preachers, pastors are not the only ones being kicked out. Sometimes the way you treat somebody, you might as well kick them out. All of us come up in here with issues. No issue is greater than the other. No sin is greater than the other sin. But can we kick somebody out? Can we look at their lives, circumstances, and decide that they can't be a member here? That's what transpired in the text. Just think about it for a moment. Just think about it for a moment. All of us up in here have a past. What if your past was on trial at the church? It didn't matter that you in church now, because somebody up in here has the ability to remember what you did 30 and 40 years ago, but forgotten what they've done.
All right. All right. Yeah. All right.
And every time you get up, or every time you show up at church, which is a good thing,
all right,
all they see is your past.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so when you get up to sing, they won't even say amen. You get up to preach, they won't even say amen. You pray, they ain't even in the prayer. They'll trip for you doing a welcome, because all they and when you treat people cold, it's like kicking them out. Oh, I should have got a co-signer up there. Yeah, I should have got a co-signer right there. And the question is, because the church in the text,
That's all right.
kicked the man out. So can the church kick you out? I see three things that warrant our attention. And since y'all so quiet, I think I'm on target.